security of the entire eastern region during the last Christmas and New Year festivities has been greatly commended for stoutly staying on the defense line via their activities. This vigilance security outfit was launched on the 12th of December 2020 by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The festive period excitedly ended with the Easterners eulogizing the efforts put in place to contain and defeat insecurity in the region as the holidays lasted. The land has very recently started enjoying relative peace and protection from the morbid activities of Fulani criminal and terrorists. The Eastern Security Network has, within a short period of existence, proven to be a very relevant need of the people. It is no longer news that the Eastern political leaders have over the time been callously watching as the people of the region were being hacked down to death, molested and abused by Fulani terrorist elements that infiltrated the state under the pretense of rearing cattle. They were compromisingly settled in our bushes, forests, colonies, from where they launched deadly attacks on our farmers unimaginably with reckless abandon. Realistically speaking, the version of terrorism unleashed on Easterners assumed a sophisticated dimension, lending credence to the assumption that it was really Nigerian state orchestrated. This was further evidenced on how those at the corridors of power rallied support and even patronized the terrorists. There was blatant silence on the part of the government when series of complaints were lodged pertaining the activities of these terrorists. There were blatant cases of kidnaps, rapes, killings, roadblocks, extortions, accidents, oil tankers, explosions, amongst other introduced life-snuffing, life-threatening devices, frequently aimed at the innocent, especially within the eastern parts of Nigeria. These antecedents, usually from the misfortunes Easterners were unabatedly visited with during the festive seasons like the past ones, which though turned out to be each free. Family writers, press international based on investigations could report that sustainable peace and calmness have eventually returned to the East, courtesy of the Eastern Security Network. It is just not only ideal to have stop-on interviews with individuals that visited home for the Christmas and New Year holidays within the eastern parts, but also there were a handful of opinions sampled from persons by Family Writers Press International Online to ascertain their security experience too, amongst others from the same region during the festivities. Several overwhelming positive feedbacks were also obtained. Their responses were: no much death in our land. Our people we farm very nice this year. Arinze Miracle says. The best Christmas so far in our time, according to Dixon. Seth, 100% safe. No rampage and terrible attacks by the perceived Marodian Fulani terrorists. Prince Akadi Jehovah. It was excellent and lovely sleeping with the two eyes closed because of our able leader and all the determined Eastern security on the ground to secure our Biafra land. This according to Uche Uzoma. Everywhere in the East is terror-free thanks to Nnamdi Kanu for giving us Eastern Security Network. Okay, Ben Chimzi. From the city to my village, no police checkpoints and yet no crime witnessed. Kudos to Eastern Security Network. This is coming from Iberi Chuku. Also, this is the best Christmas ever since the last 25 years of my life. Thank you, Hoamadike Mazen Namdekano. Thank you, ESN. For ESN is doing a great job. Power to them and our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. You know, a lot of people are really giving uh, testimonies, witnessing to what really happened during this festive period. And my own is that as they are, I'm sure it's not going to be for only those who are, especially those Fulanis, and also pockets of all those who are involved in crimes, or pockets of them. We know that there are pockets of them, isolated cases like that. They should be able to deal with them. And but we just know that the so-called Fulani, their own is so deadly. It's not as if it's happening in only one person. Somebody was living, telling me, left a comment saying that, oh, I'm too sectional. I hate Northerner. Nobody hates anybody. And I was trying to correct the impression when somebody was even trying to bash at Aisha Yesufu. No, nobody, no, the Easterners did not, or the Igbos did not send people out of their land or out of their region. They are saying, leave the bushes. Let us know how many we are. You can't be staying inside bush, because inside bush anything can really happen. Let us know what you can do your business in town. It's just for you to just get a place, buy a land and get your things done. After all, Buhari himself, he does not go from places to places. He has a particular place that all his cows are stored. It's online. Everybody can testify to that. So they can do the same thing. If not that they have ulterior motive, why should you be doing that? And are they being like, I'm even of the opinion that if they want to stay inside the bush, but you are not crossing your line, you are doing your business there, if that is where you think that is going to be okay for you. Other people are doing their own business. The farmers are there planting their own things, and you will not open your eye deliberately. I don't understand. Deliberately, it's not as if it's happening even in the north. It's happening all everywhere, every nook and cranny is in this country. And somebody is telling us that you are being sectional. If you guys love it over there, good and fine. That is what you want. But you can't come to other people's land. They are not telling you not to live there. But even if you are going to be staying inside the bushes, there's no big deal about it. So far, you did your lane. And other people are there doing their own thing. Not that you go there, you deliberately take your crops there to finish it, or looking for somebody who is going to challenge you. And that is exactly what is happening even at the federal level. From the government side, they are doing things that are detrimental to the people, and they don't want you to talk. If you talk, it's wala. And that is exactly what these guys are doing. You take your own business, take your cows to other people's farm. They will eat up their crops, and they will say, why should you do this? The next thing, not that you are going to slap them, not that you are going to exchange blows. The next, you bring your weapon and begin to massacre people. Who does that? And you expect them to keep quiet. But you dare not do that when you are in town. Everybody will see you. That is exactly what they are talking about. Nobody is pursuing anybody, but they are pursuing those who are in the bushes. And you cannot justify it that you have to be staying inside bush. Normal woman being, they stay inside bush. You are not a farmer. Even if you feel that you want to stay that place, that is where it's going to be convenient for you. But why are you looking for trouble? You can still be stationed there and go and be getting the food of or the grasses that you want to feed your cows with. At least let them be stationed in a place. So it's really, really terrible. These are the people that things are working against the people. You are telling them not to speak. You are telling them to keep quiet. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, the way some people do reason. But everybody cannot reason along that line. And that is exactly what they want everybody to do. They want everybody to begin to reason the same way. It's not going to be possible. Everybody cannot keep quiet. Over 200 million people. Even 10 people, you put 10 people together, all of them cannot agree to the same thing. Even 2 people, most of the time, they might agree at times, but at times, you can see some people, they will never agree. And that is their opinion. So not to talk of millions of people. And everybody, even if everybody is afraid, if some people are afraid, it's not everybody that will be afraid to speak. So we just have to do things in a way that is going to be convenient for others. What you don't want others to do, so you don't do it to other people. And coming back to the testimonies about Eastern Security Network, it's unfortunate that those who are saddled with the responsibility, they have the resources, they don't want to spend the money. That is why we're always saying, all these things are not rocket science. They are not rocket science. You can see how people are devoted. It's not as if maybe there's a particular amount of money they're going to be paying them. And I even listened to somebody who was saying that, you can imagine the Southeast governors, when the Northerners want to do their own security outreach, they came together, they do what they want to do. In the Southwest, the same thing. But when it comes to the Southeast, then they began to give excuses. They began to give excuses. Up to today, they couldn't even do anything. So why is it that Igbo's own are different? The person was just lamenting. So those are the things we are talking about. They have the resources, they have everything. They were voted in to do the right thing. But reverse is the case. They don't even want to do it. But see what people with good intentions, people who are determined that no matter what, we are going to protect ourselves. See exactly what they are doing. It's not taking so much. Then these people with billions of naira that they get every month, yet they can't do anything. They can't do meaningful things. How can you be telling me that telling me that I'm not hungry? Am I not the one that is hungry? I'm hungry. And you are telling me, or you are telling the world that I'm not hungry. You can't speak for me. The people are the ones that will say these are the things we are feeling. You don't need to come and tell the people. According to the governor of Ebonyi State, you are not in the position to tell the world that your region is safe. It is the people who are living there, because you already have security guiding you. They don't have security guiding them. And because there's no security, that is why you see that these people are behaving unruly. The so-called Esme, they are behaving unruly. So you allow the people to speak for themselves, to say what they are feeling, not you telling them what they are feeling. See what they have refused to do for how many years now. People with like minds, people with good intentions, they have done it, and people are testifying to it. It is not rocket science. What we are going through in this country is a deliberate act by the so-called leaders who do not want good for their people, but they will be saying one thing and what they are doing is different from what they are saying. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning this whole thing. How you can tell us how what you have heard concerning the way and manner at which this Eastern Security is working, how you can really rate them.